Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Ramadan specials. Alhamdulillah, we've had the first day. It's been a lovely, rewarding day. We need to be mindful about how the first couple of days is going to be a bit more challenging than the others. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it all easy and really rewarding. So I don't know about you all, but please do comment and let us know how did you get on, because I've had a splitting headache, and I usually do. It just lasts a couple of days and then it should subside. May Allah reward us for our difficulties as well. We're going to be talking about the topic today, Taraweeh prayers for women. Women attending Taraweeh prayers at the mosque or the centres where you gather. How we feel about that, and what are the positivities of going to these gatherings or not. So how do you feel about that?
You know, there's a hadith that the best mosque for a woman is her home. A woman went to Prophet ﷺ and said, I want to pray with you and I would love that. And Prophet ﷺ said to her, I know you would love that, but for you the best reward would be your most inner room in your house, not even your courtyard, but your most inner room. So, you know, it's always prescribed that women prays at home. And with some women they can't, with all the duties, with the children, the cooking, the house. Some can't and they feel guilty, but it's comforting for them to know that the best reward is for them to pray at home. And praying at mosque, there is obviously advantage that you get to read the whole Quran, yes. Whereas at home you wouldn't do that. So so you would benefit from that. And there's a hadith for the women who do want to go to mosque. There's hadith that don't prevent your women from going to the mosque.
Don't prevent,
because there's rewards for them there as well. Perhaps you just want to go for the company and meeting other Muslims. With some people don't have family here, or they won't have Muslim friends near them, so going to Taraweeh, going to the mosque is a form of socializing and meeting other Muslim friends that we can help you. Yeah. And especially the rewards who don't have families, for them this is God sent. They can go to mosque for Taraweeh and meet other Muslims and feel part of Ramadan, because if you're in a house, you're the only Muslim, and you will feel so lonely and isolated. People will be mocking you. My son's friend, he's a revert. He came to our house. He stayed for iftar, and then he stayed on till suhoor. And he said, I just want to stay for the whole month here. He said, seeing this, I'm really going to miss this in Ramadan, because I don't have any of this. So for people like them, he was a male, so he can go to Taraweeh and mosque anytime. But for women, rewards. So this is a good opportunity to meet other people.
Absolutely. I grew up praying at home, but when I did move here, and I was quite isolated. I didn't know anybody here. We're from London, but when I went to the Eid namaz first in our local, we've got a lovely centre there, and I was so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed that I found so many lovely women, like-minded, same culture women, and that's when I found that, oh my God, where have they all been hiding? I've been alone for so many years. And then I subsequently started going to the Taraweeh, and there is a big sisterhood there, and I got to find so many other women, more than the young, because we have got more obligations at home, mothers, especially with the children, especially they're young, there's no chance you coming out. But I found the elderly women, widows, were going to the Taraweehs with their sons or son-in-laws, and oh my God, did they appreciate more company. And one auntie, she regularly stood next to me and said, I didn't talk to anybody all day. I was alone all day, and son and I was like, good, you came here. Come every night,
we don't appreciate it. Because we've got everybody, we've got all this hustle and bustle with kids, the house duties and chores, and we don't know that. And when that child spoke to me, he had tears in his eyes, and I thought, oh my God, what we take for granted.
Absolutely. Also, the magic of the recitation of the Imam, it brings. It overwhelms you and brings tears to your eyes, and the fact that you're a praying congregation, you're getting the sawab for everybody. You're for everybody, and it's an amazing feeling. I've recently started going. Before, when the children were younger, it was babysitting was the issue. You couldn't take them, you couldn't leave them at home. But now that I have the opportunity to be able to go, because the children are older, it's an amazing feeling. You almost, after you've done your iftar, you've tidied everything up, you get this burst of energy that you need to go to your Taraweeh, and when you're there, you feel like you're on a cloud. it does not feel tiring. You think it's going to take up X amount of time, an hour, hour and a half, but it just flies by. And when you come out, and like you said, the sisterhood, and you greet everybody afterwards, and you have that, when you've shared the 30 days of Taraweeh with all of them, or however long you've been going, you don't have to go the whole 30 days. Some people go for the last 10 days, some people go in between whenever they can. But you get that sense of community, and you guess they become your special friends to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they become your spiritual friends, and it's amazing because you don't chit chat, you don't talk about idle talk. You go there to connect, to stand in front of Allah, to do your prayers, and you come away with that fulfilling feeling that you've prayed together.
Yes. The advantage I think some women that want to take off is, and especially that Sahabi, that was the reference to the hadith that you mentioned, is because of the reward that you get when you stand in congregation and you wait till the last dua from the imam. If you can stand until the end, then you get reward as if you were praying all night. I think that's so some women want to take advantage of that. And someone went to our Prophet ﷺ and said actually that I want to go to the mosque because I want to get, if I stood in all night in prayer by myself, it would take me hours. So if I go to the mosque and pray with yourself, I can get that reward. And they said, and he advised, no, still go do it in your home if you can, do it at home, and just to spend a little bit longer, as much as you can, because others are all knowing.
Because not everybody's got this facility.
Yes,
Nobody's, for extra prayer space for women.
And it's not obligatory for us women to pray Taraweeh at the mosque.
No.
So if you have the opportunity, there must be a reason from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give it to us.
Yes.
And nowadays, lots of women are working, so they come home after doing a full day's work, and then they've got to prepare for iftar because they're so concerned. They've got kids and they've got their husbands who they have to prepare for, and maybe elderly in-laws, so they have to do all of that. So when the iftar's over and it's all that clearing up, but Maghrib, and then it's straight away, it's within an hour and a half, it's Isha, and then Taraweeh, and there's so much going on. So it's quite nice to be able to read it at home, because then you've got your own solace as well. You can do it quietly in your space, in your time, knowing that the men are all at the mosque. That gives you a bit of time, because sometimes you just need that peace of mind as well. It is lovely to be able to read it at the mosque if you have the opportunity to do so, but because some women don't have the opportunity to do so,
you shouldn't feel bad about it.
You shouldn't feel bad about it, because it's not. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it's not obligatory for us, then it's not. Then you take it as a advantage. We think, we'll go to the mosque, and the surahs are way longer, are much nicer, and it's that time of contemplation, being in that zone. But at home, Allah knows you're doing your best, and you're feeding a family. You're going to work, and you've got to be mindful that you are also having to look after your own well-being, because you have to then get up for suhoor. Most moms get up for suhoor for the children, so you've got a lot on. So you could do at home. Taraweehs can be done, if you do 8 Taraweehs, can be done in 15-20 minutes. And in the mosque, if you're doing 20 Taraweehs, that's 2 hours.
Yes, it is.
And getting from A to B, and then coming home, and then somebody's hungry, somebody needs something. If you want to, just go at the weekend, but
everybody's situation is different.
Don't beat yourself about it.
Don't beat yourself
if you can't do it.
Absolutely.
Allah's made it so easy for us women.
Yes,
He's really looked after women when it comes to doing our prayers and performing our Islamic duties. Do your best, do what you can. Allah's watching, Allah knows everybody's struggles. Ramadan almost seems like a month of blessing, and it's almost like you've got a basket and you can just keep picking and filling your basket. So make the most of if you do your ibadat at home, you're speaking to Allah directly. He's all hearing, all knowing, and when Allah is closest to a person when they're fasting anyway, and we all know that. So
it's a mission in itself, just to get the boys out, to get to the mosque on time to do Taraweeh.
Well, that's your part of your ibadah too.
For us moms,
being the taxi driver.
You're dropping or you're picking, or you.
So that would be a good idea for mothers with younger children, to make it habitual for them to actually get ready and go to Taraweeh, even if it means they come back after 10 rakats. You can make it 8 rakats, or they can come back. So if we make it a habit, then when they're older, we won't need to push them.
That's the idea.
They can be lost there.
But it's nice, because when they're older, we won't have them younger to look after. We can.
We're all going to go.
We're all going to go with them. Just imagine coming together for the sake of Allah, for the ibadah. There can't be any more love than that.
The only problem I find is if I go with my boys or my family, is like when they finish Taraweeh, they're out the door because they want to go and spend the evening with their friends and they chill out and have something to eat or whatever. And I want to just sit in the mosque and then come on, hurry up, and they can't come in the ladies section. And like, then you get these long
Everybody gets a
phone call, where are you, hurry up, what are you doing, Taraweeh was over. But then we don't sometimes get time to chat, so I always tend to go my own kind or with a pool of friends that want to go to the mosque to pray Taraweeh.
Guys, if you can make it to mosque and then please do. It's a good iman boost for you, especially for people who are lonely and who don't have any family near them, so that's great. And if you can't with all your other duties, then there's reward for you at home, greater rewards for you at home. So choose what best suits you. Don't beat yourself about it either way, and enjoy your Ramadan and make the most of this month of barakah. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and let us know what you think, and do share your experiences with us.